we've got the Kelpie RTA. This is the Kelpie RTA on the day of filming this. This is the day after Nature Vape got their stock for the black in. There was a little bit of a delay with the stock coming from EHPro, but by the time this video goes up, which will probably be about a week from now, the day I'm filming this right now, they should be well stocked. They should be able to get them quite easily. Kelpie RTA, what is it? It's a new RTA, it's single coil, it's designed by Vaping with Vic. You probably know who he is, so there's not much else to say there. EHPro, Vaping with Vic. Here's the box. You've got your standard kind of social media links on the side. You've got kind of a authentication security sticker. You've got your usual kind of European, this product contains nicotine and all that crap all over it. As usual with most vape devices nowadays. We've got some caution up here. We've got our standard kind of warnings down here. We've got the EHPro website link and then a barcode. And that's about it. So, that's the box itself, but we're probably more interested on what's in the box. But before we go any further, what is a Kelpie? Why name it the Kelpie? Well, Vic, as you would probably know by now, is Scottish. The Kelpie, or water Kelpie, is the Scots name given to a shape-shifting water spirit inhabiting the lochs and pools of Scotland. It has usually been described as appearing as a horse, but is able to adopt human form. So there we go. A Kelpie is a Scottish mythical creature. Anyway, let's move on. So it was wrapped in cellophane, but I have to take the cellophane off it. Take the box off. The first thing we see is we've got the Kelpie RTA itself, which is already in this kind of extra little plastic bag there for protection, and we've got a spare bubble glass. Let's just pop the RTA out itself. I'm going to pop this to the side because we'll have a closer look at that in a minute. I'm going to pop out the bubble glass. If I can get my fingers underneath it. There we go, there's not much else to it, it's just bubble glass. With the standard glass on, I believe it holds 2 ml of liquid. With the bubble glass on, it will hold 3.5. And then we've got an extra box of goodies here. So let's open up this little box, see what's inside. Oh jeez, yeah, I have absolutely destroyed that box trying to open it there. Let's see if I can bump the ISO up a wee bit here. There we go, just so we can see a bit better. Alright, so, here we go, we've got some goodies here. We've got 2 pre-made coils in a bag here. They look to be kind of standard fused Claptons. We've got spare O-rings. We've got a blue screwdriver. I do love a little blue screwdriver. We've also got what appears to be some spare grub screws for the deck. And we've got some cotton as well. Muji cotton by the looks of it. Let's pop that back in there and let's get the star of the show out. Here it is. Now this is the black. It looks absolutely fucking stunning in black. Let me see if I can just zoom this in a little bit and sort out the focus. There we go. It looks really fucking good in black. It looks really good in black. So this currently comes in black and stainless steel. Maybe there'll be more colours further down the line in the future, who knows. We've got our standard 810 tip on the top there. It's a non-O-ringed true 810 tip. It's a really nice resin, nice colours in this. Look, we've got little hints of brown and gold and yellow in there. It looks really good. That's down into your coil chamber, so let's just pop that back on. Nice and stiff, a nice good stiff drip tip. So we've got the word Kelpie written up on here, and we've also got, if you can see, we've got a little Kelpie looking creature there, and we've got a little castle. And yeah, that's in terms of branding, that's it. Nothing on the other side of the coil chamber or the top cap. I like it. I like minimal branding on atomizers. I think it looks really, really good. So, in terms of refilling, you've got a little arrow here, or as Vic says, just look for the word Kelpie written on and give it a push. There we go. It's a slide to refill. Now I really like the slide to refill because when you've got a slide to refill atomizer, this top section doesn't turn, it doesn't unscrew. So because of that, it gives you extra grip when dismantling the tank. And I think it's a great idea. I've seen a lot of companies adopting this slide to refill. I saw Freemax with the Mesh Pro sub-ohm tank. I've seen Vandy Vape do it with the Coil 2 and the 222 RTAs, so I like it. Bottom of the deck down here, we've got a bottom airflow. As you can see, it's a straight chamber right through the other side, and then that will go up and hit your coil from directly underneath. It's fairly simple. It is obviously it's adjustable airflow, and it locks as well, which is good. I like a locking airflow. So let's dismantle it and we'll have a look at the deck. So we're going to just take it and we're just going to twist it. Look at that. So the threads are really well done. Yeah, threads are really nice and smooth. So here's the deck itself. As you can see, we've got a very deep cradle for the coil, and then you can see all those airflow holes underneath the deck there, which is going to give or should hopefully give super fucking smooth airflow right and underneath and around that coil, up into your mouth, and give you good flavour. Now, the good thing about this is, if you look, you can see the peak insulator is right down the middle of the deck. So instead of having one side positive, one side negative, Vic's designed it in a way that the top positive, bottom negative, so that way when you've got your coil, you can fit it so both leads are like going like this, instead of having to unwrap a lead and bring it around and kind of fit it like a I'll tell you what, I'll just fucking show you. It's going to make it so much easier if I show you. Here's just a standard kind of fused Clapton from VP Dan. So, because the deck's split down the middle, I can fit the coil like this. So I don't need to take one of these legs, bend it around, and essentially lose a wrap on the coil when fitting it. I like that design a lot. It's a very deep cradle. The coil is going to sit quite far down deep into this deck. So far, it's looking nice. Just flow wise, we've got what Vic is calling a dam system. So instead of having a hole where the cotton is going to get poked down into, you've got little cutouts here, and the cotton is just going to sit in this cutout. That's all it's going to do, and then it's going to be exposed to the rest of the tank, and it's going to soak up your liquid. A lot of people, I heard a lot of people say that they had a lot of concerns that looking at it, it might be quite easy to leak, but I have not seen any leaking issues as of yet. I've already watched a couple reviews on it. I'm not going to throw a build in this video. If you want to watch someone build it, you can go and watch Vic's introduction video for it. He throws in a build in and he shows you great ways how to wick it. Or you can also pop along and watch Mike on MF Vape. He's got a good review and build on the Kelpie as well. So, once you've got your build in, you've got it wicked up, we're going to take the top section and we're going to screw it right back on, like that. And that is it. That's a little close-up of the Kelpie RTA. You can grab it from Nature Vape. Let's see, I believe it's £30 Nature Vape have it for. NatureVape.co.uk currently have it in stock, stainless steel and black, for $29.99. So I'll leave a link to Nature Vape down below, and you can go on the site and search for the Kelpie and find it and order one if you think it looks good. I don't know, that's up to you. Anyway, there we go. That was the kind of an unboxing of the Kelpie RT. I didn't put a build in it, like I said in the close-up. If you really do want to see a build, you can, like I said, you can watch Vaping with Vic's Kelpie introduction video. He shows you the correct wicking methods. Or you can go check out somebody else like MF Vape, or anybody else that's done a build tutorial with it. I don't really fucking know. I just wanted to get out of the package, film the package contents, have a little close-up at it, and then just crack on using it. And that's basically what I did. So from the day of recording this, that close-up was done about a week and a half ago, just over a week and a half ago. I've been using the Kelpie RTA constantly. This has been the only RTA I have touched since I got it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's very, very good. It's super easy to build. Because of the way that peak insulator is laid in, like you just snip a coil straight in there. Like I said, rather than having to unwind a leg to point it the opposite way, therefore taking like essentially a wrap off your coil. The airflow is as smooth as I imagined it would be, with a kind of perforated kind of deck bottom. It vapes very well, and the thing that you notice right away is how well it wicks. So you're going to have super short wicks for this, and you're just going to have those wicks tucked a little bit over into that dam, and you're screwing the top on, and you're good to go. That's it. It's super easy to build, super quick to wick. Quick to wick. I like that, it's a nice way of saying. And I've never once, in the kind of week and a half, almost 2 weeks, constantly I've been using this, I've never once had a dry hit, I've never once had a single leaking issue. It wicks like an absolute fucking champ. Now, I do have it with the bubble glass on, so there it is with the bubble glass. So there it is with the bubble glass, and this tip is a tip I put in myself. It's just kind of like a very, very low profile 810 tip, but it looks great. It's a great looking RTA. Now the one thing I like a lot is the refill. I love the slide to refill. It works really well. It's not wobbly or loose feeling. So issues. Leaking for me wasn't one of them. Never once had a leak or a wicking issue with this RTA. I also haven't read that anybody else has had a leaking issue with it either. I did read when I was filming a close-up, when I said I read some people said it looks like it could be a bit of a leaker. That was I was looking in the comments section of Vic's introduction video before the RTA officially released, and a few people said, oh, it looks like it's gonna leak, blah blah blah. I haven't had a single issue with this. Not one. Flavour production wise, very fucking good. And as of right now, I've had about 4 or 5 different builds in this. The build I have in right now is one of the kind of flat fuse Claptons that comes in the box. And the flavour is really, really fucking good. 0.24 ohms, 55 watts. Not even a slither of a dry hit. You can seriously chain the fuck out of it. So I put the bubble glass on. It does drink a lot of liquid. For a single coil RTA, it goes through a lot of juice. This thing drinks, seriously. Not necessarily a bad thing, unless you're on a budget, you don't have a huge amount of liquid to kind of keep filling a tank up with, so that might be something you need to think about. I wouldn't let that really put you off though. If I had to pick any issues, a common one which comes up a lot, and I kinda have to agree, the deck screws. The deck screws are very, very, very small. However, I never once had an issue using it. I never once had an issue building, I never once had an issue trying to find a screwdriver that fit it. I had about 4 or 5 different screwdrivers, they all fit the tiny little screws perfectly. Now they are Phillips head, kind of cross-headed screws. They might be easy to round off or break or anything like that. They might be easy to round off if you're not careful with what you're doing, or you're not using a small enough screwdriver for it. However, I did see that Vic said with the next batch of the Kelpie RTA, they are changing the screws, they're changing it up. Personally, if I was to make any change to it, I would probably just increase the screw size ever so slightly, and more than likely either have it flathead or a hex key, Allen key. But it seems like that's what they're going to do anyway, so I can't really mark that up as a huge issue because it's getting changed for the next batch. Another slight issue is I wish the slide to fill locked a little bit stiffer in place, because it doesn't take a whole lot of force to just kind of really kind of push that open. And there's been a few occasions where I've knocked the RTA against something and it's opened the top. But like I said, it still holds a seal. I've never had any leaks coming from the RTA from that perspective. Overall, it's a very good, very, very good, well-built, well-machined RTA. So congratulations to EHPro, and more importantly, what the fuck am I saying? More importantly, congratulations to Vic as well on the release of the product. It's really good. I really genuinely enjoy it. Now, I'm not saying it's the best single coil RTA on the market right now. However, I haven't even looked at my Gear RTA since I got this. I haven't even looked at it. Haven't touched it. And I can't see myself touching it anytime soon. This is definitely, right now, my go-to single coil RTA. Take that as you will. Well, anyway, that's been my kind of unboxing and review / my thoughts on the Kelpie RTA by EHPro and Vaping with Vic. Just before I end the video, I was not sent this for review. I purchased this myself. I actually pre-ordered this on Nature Vape. I think all in all with the shipping, it was about £33. There's a few sites that do have it cheaper than that. So have a little shop around. Few places definitely have it in stock now. Like I said, got mine from Nature Vape. As soon as the stock came in, it was with me the next day. So big thanks to the guys over at Nature Vape for shipping it out so quickly. All in all things considered, very impressive single coil RTA. Well anyway guys, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you disliked it, give it a dislike. And I'll catch you again in the next video.